Toyota just did something nobody expected. They dropped an all-electric SUV for only $17,999. While other companies are hiking up prices, Toyota went the other way, and it's turning heads everywhere. This isn't some bare-bones city car either. It looks good, runs smart, and could push the entire EV industry into a new era of affordable driving. It's bold, it's real, and it might be the wake-up call the market didn't see coming. But how did Toyota manage to build an SUV that's cheaper than a used Corolla? And is this low-cost EV for global markets? In this video, we'll explore everything you need to know about Toyota's shocking new EV, the tech behind it, and why it's got the entire auto industry watching. Toyota has officially pulled the curtain back on one of its most surprising moves in years, the BZ5, a fully electric coupe-style SUV priced at just $17,999 in China. To put it into perspective, that's less than the average price of a used Toyota Corolla in the US, and significantly undercuts many compact gas-powered cars still sold in global markets. The BZ5 isn't a stripped-down city car either. It's a mid-size SUV that looks sharp, offers solid specs, and is packed with tech. But the real breakthrough here is how Toyota pulled off this aggressive pricing without compromising its reputation for quality. The key lies in its collaboration with BYD, and more specifically, the use of BYD's Blade battery, a lithium iron phosphate (LFP) battery known for being safer, longer lasting, and cheaper to produce than traditional lithium-ion packs. Unlike typical LFP batteries that suffer from lower energy density, the Blade battery has been engineered to be more compact and thermally stable. That means fewer cooling requirements and no need for bulky protective casings, which lowers manufacturing costs significantly. Plus, the Blade has proven itself in nail penetration tests, a common way to simulate internal short circuits, where other batteries tend to catch fire. The Blade didn't even heat up. The cost advantage is clear. According to industry insiders, BYD's battery technology can bring pack prices as low as $85 per kilowatt hour, while competitors still hover around the $120 to $140 range. With that kind of margin, Toyota was able to funnel savings into the design, infotainment, and overall build quality. Even more impressively, they're not compromising on size. The BZ5 rides on Toyota's eTNGA platform and offers a wheelbase comparable to the RAV4, giving it real presence on the road. This isn't just about price, it's a psychological reset. When people hear an EV SUV costs under $18,000, expectations shift instantly. Consumers start asking why others are still charging $40,000 and up. It pressures legacy automakers, and it forces Tesla and Chinese startups to think harder about how much longer they can justify their premiums. Now, what exactly are you getting for $17,999? The Toyota BZ5 isn't just grabbing attention because of its low price, it's the specs that really seal the deal. For under $18,000, this electric SUV delivers hardware and features that get surprisingly close to models costing twice as much. It's a strong entry in the compact to mid-size crossover category, with dimensions that put it in the same range as the Tesla Model Y and Hyundai Ioniq 5, but with a price tag that turns heads everywhere. Let's talk performance. The BZ5 uses an electric motor that puts out around 180 horsepower, offering a top speed of 160 kilometers per hour or 100 miles per hour. It's no performance monster, but it handles city and highway driving without compromise. The battery, powered by BYD's Blade LFP tech, delivers a CLTC rated range of around 500 kilometers, which translates to about 310 miles. Impressive for an entry-level EV and more than enough for most users. Design-wise, Toyota made smart choices. The BZ5 has a coupe-inspired SUV profile with sleek lines, a sloped roofline, and modern LED lighting. It looks far more premium than its price suggests. The interior keeps that energy going. There's a large central touchscreen, around 12 inches, digital instrument cluster, and physical buttons for key functions, which users often prefer over touch sliders. Soft touch materials, quality stitching, and a clean layout help it avoid the budget car feel completely. When compared Compared to a Tesla Model Y, which starts at nearly $45,000, the BZ5 obviously won't win in acceleration or software integration. There's no full self-driving here, but it's practical, efficient, and comes with essential smart features like adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, and 360-degree cameras. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Volkswagen ID4, both priced above $40,000, offer similar specs in terms of space and range, but cost more than double. Toyota's choice to focus on core features, reliable hardware, and safe battery chemistry, while keeping infotainment and connectivity competitive, gives the BZ5 an edge in markets where value matters. It's not trying to compete with the fastest or flashiest EVs. It's targeting the largest piece of the market, everyday drivers who want a dependable electric car that doesn't drain their savings. But this isn't just about specs anymore. A car like this doesn't stay quiet for long. It's already sending shockwaves across global markets, shaking up expectations, and pushing other automakers to rethink their pricing strategies. Let's take a look at how different regions are reacting and what this means for the entire EV industry moving forward. The launch of the Toyota BZ5 at just under $18,000 has triggered a strong reaction from global markets. It's not common for a brand like Toyota, known for playing it safe, to come out swinging like this, especially in China. But now that it has, automakers around the world are being forced to take notice. In the US, the buzz is growing, even though the BZ5 isn't available stateside yet. Consumers and analysts are already asking a big question. Why aren't EVs this affordable here? The average EV price in the US is still hovering around $53,000, which puts most electric cars out of reach for everyday buyers. With federal tax credits, prices can dip slightly, but nothing is touching the sub $20,000 mark. That gap is causing pressure. Tesla, Ford, and GM are already being pushed to explain why their models cost so much more and what they're doing to bring truly affordable EVs to market. In Europe, where EV adoption is further along but still uneven, the reaction is mixed. Countries like Norway and the Netherlands, already saturated with higher-end EVs, won't see an $18,000 SUV as revolutionary. But in places like Eastern Europe, Spain, and even parts of Germany, where affordability is a bigger issue, the BZ5 represents a shift in what consumers can expect from an electric vehicle. Automakers like Renault and Volkswagen, which have positioned themselves as budget-friendly EV players, suddenly have a serious pricing challenge to deal with. Developing markets, especially in Southeast Asia, Latin America, and parts of Africa, are watching closely. These regions have been priced out of the EV market for years. Toyota's move shows that it's possible to build a high-quality electric SUV for under $20,000, and that opens the door for mass adoption where it's never been realistic before. Countries that skipped the gas car boom might leap directly into EVs if prices keep heading this direction. The bigger picture here is that the BZ5 changes expectations. It sets a new standard for what an EV can cost and how much value it should deliver. Legacy automakers who've leaned on premium pricing will have to rethink their strategies quickly, or risk getting left behind by a wave of new, more affordable competitors. Now the question is, will this disruption stay in China, or is Toyota gearing up to bring the BZ5 worldwide? Right now, the Toyota BZ5 is only available in China, and that's no accident. Toyota launched it there first because the infrastructure, supply chain, and EV demand in China make it the most cost-effective and competitive place to roll out a vehicle like this. But that doesn't mean it's going to stay locked in China forever. In fact, the pressure to expand this model globally is building fast from both the market and from within Toyota itself. For Toyota, the decision to scale the BZ5 outside of China isn't as simple as it looks. Manufacturing costs in China are lower thanks to BYD's domestic battery supply, cheaper labor, and local incentives. Replicating that pricing in Europe or North America means facing a completely different set of rules and higher costs. Transport, tariffs, and regional safety certifications all add complexity. In the US, for example, vehicles built in China face a 27.5% import tariff, making direct exports unrealistic unless Toyota moves production elsewhere. Toyota could get around this by building the BZ5 in other markets, but then you lose the cost advantage that makes the $17,999 price possible in the first place. Building an EV plant from scratch, sourcing local batteries, and adjusting the platform to fit regional regulations would all take time and money. That's a huge challenge, but if there's one thing automakers hate, it's being left behind. And right now, Toyota's competitors are watching closely, especially as the demand for affordable EVs continues to rise. So, what do you think about Toyota's new release? And do you really think automakers like Tesla are doing enough to keep EV costs low? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more exciting updates from the world of EVs. Until next time, thanks for watching.